Nerdhour, what the fuck is up? What is good? You like that one, Idriys?
Oh yeah, I didn't. I thought it was like an inside joke between y'all or something like that.
No, you're just running it.
Oh,
Yeah.
then yeah.
We had to
as
get
long as
You
you're
didn't. You didn't put too much effort into it. Like it felt like you held yourself back.
Was that you always complain I'm too loud?
Yeah, but I mean, but if you gonna do something where it's like you're supposed to be loud, you might as well just send it. It's too loud. What the fuck is up?
Sorry.
There you go. That's your clip. The fucking the audio.
All right, I can't forget this. Unity.
Mm-hmm.
We got Asian, white, and black on the couch today.
Yeah, this is we're making history. It's never happened before.
I don't think there's been a white person on this couch.
Shit.
Oh yeah, you are first. Yeah, let's fucking go.
Honored.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Nerdhour podcast. This is episode 17. We have a very special guest, Joey Chiaramonte.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been practicing that one.
Good. Well done.
Joey.
Wait, and you fucked it up.
Fuck off, bro. We got Joey, as you may know him, from Koyo. Maybe typecast. Blood Runs Cold.
New shit.
We got a legend here. We appreciate you for coming on, bro.
Dude, thank you guys for having me.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
In the flesh. No Zoom bullshit, dude.
Yeah, dude. It's so rare I get to do anything like this where I actually just get to hang out. It's not just a Zoom call.
Yeah.
I've been waking up probably 2 or 3 times a week while I've been out here and just doing Zoom calls for interviews, this and that, press, whatever. It's that's all cool and I appreciate it, but it's just dope to hang out. You know?
Yeah, I think it's such a different vibe, all of us in a setting, in a couch, you know?
Sure.
This man's from Long Island, so he flew out here just for the podcast.
Yeah, this is why I'm here.
Yeah, not for the producer back there. So we're going to get into, this is the Nerdhour podcast, Joey. We talk about nerdy shit. We're also going to get some music because that's some stuff you do. But I do have to start off flat out. First question, I've been wanting to ask you this for a minute.
Right.
How much do you bench?
That's a great question. At this point, I don't have a recent max. It's been a minute since I've ran it up like that. At my strongest, I could do 315 for a single, which was dope for me.
Okay.
You know, I mean, strength is.
Oh, that's we can't do shit.
So fair. That was up there. The last time I think I actually tried maxing out was probably a little earlier in the year, and I think I hit 285 for 2, and I was like, okay, I still kind of got it.
Yeah.
But I definitely, truthfully, I've been slipping a little bit, so I'm for sure it's not there. I feel like if I got under 275, fight or flight was just I need to do this or I die. It would happen, but I definitely don't. I'm not the strongest I've ever been right now, you know.
I'm a bitch. I'm a person that just tones. I'm not a muscle builder, but I just tone the fuck out of myself. So I'll do a light. Yeah, I'll do a light 105, 110. You know what I'm saying?
Still triple digits.
Yeah. You know, we stay there. 45s on each side, and then a 20 pound bar or something like that.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. You 315, that's insane.
Yeah.
But but big boy. I don't think I can ever do that being this frame.
But part of doing that also comes from trash diet. When I was grinding it out, it's me and the bass player of my band, his name's Spanos, we just this is the end of peak COVID era, late 2021, I'll say. We were just boot camping in his garage crazy, lifting 5 days a week, 2+ hours a day.
Okay.
Eating shit, but lifting heavy weights.
But yeah, and that's gonna add muscle crazy enough.
Exactly. But the end result is you become a big boy.
Hey, bro.
that's where that truly.
What does SZA say? Is she need a big boy?
Mm-hmm.
Need a big boy.
And currently present.
Yeah. We got ourselves a big boy.
Oh my! I just had to ask because you are my big boy. I'm whenever I see you play, I'm damn. Joey's a fucking swole as fuck, bro. That's fire, dude.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, dude.
Trying to clean it up a little bit. Disclaimer. I'm trying to.
I see the vision.
No, you look good, bro. Nobody will fuck with you. That's
what I'm
automatic.
saying,
You
bro.
walk around a corner and nobody fucking with you. People think twice before trying to snatch her purse.
Well, actually, truthfully, we were in Italy and her purse got snatched, and the kid so we're sitting on a train. This little kid snatches her purse, jumps off I guess probably like 10 stairs. It was like the second floor of the train. Like makes a noise. He goes like, huh! And like jumps.
Oh, he was Russian.
Yeah, he knew. He like just knew he knew what he was doing. Like the door closed behind him instantly. It was like, oh shit, I can't even like whoop his ass.
Yeah,
he
was professional.
He's great at his craft. And lo and behold, we ended up getting almost everything back. He just took like things he could pawn, presumably like nice earrings and shit. But she got her passport back, her AirPods.
But that's when you just reassure your girl. You just be like, oh, if he was still standing here.
Yo, if he didn't jump.
If he didn't go nowhere.
If that wasn't a calculated effort, it would have been it. It would have been good.
But that's out of, the homie Tom Cruise. You can't do nothing about that. You know what I'm saying?
True. Straight up, he was just on some shit I wasn't.
Yeah.
I was hoping Joey's like, I murdered him.
No. At that point,
I fucked him up.
if the dude is jumping building to building, it's just, hey, you should have held it tighter. I don't know what to tell you. You should have been watching it. I don't know.
No, that's the real problem. You just weren't watching.
Yeah.
You set that shit up on other luggage, like just laying there, independent across from us. So we fucked up.
Or
it's our fault.
Or I flip it and be like, you gonna let him embarrass you like that? You better.
No, where's that pickpocket TikTok lady girl? Pickpocket!
Yeah,
where was she, bro? Holy shit.
I'm ran into her.
Yeah, me too. All right, I want to just quick question before we get into other stuff.
Yeah, bro.
A little. What is your comfort movie? Do you have a comfort movie?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Like, literally speaking, probably. So, I want to say no, but there's actually a yeah. Like,
Okay.
I'd probably say Superbad. Like, in the grand scheme of things, it's probably Superbad.
It's a good choice.
I was going to say Scream as well. Like, either of those are probably the ones. But I'm definitely not a person that, like, typically, with probably Superbad or Scream excluded.
Okay.
Like, I'm not usually like, okay, I'm going to bed. Let me throw this movie on that I've seen a million times. It's like, there's like this, it's almost like, it's not ritualistic. It's like, okay, like I know I'm going to sit down and watch Superbad for the 19th time. Well, that's what I'm doing tonight. Like, it's like a thing rather than like a nonchalant vibe. You know, it's like I'm going to dial in and pay attention to Superbad for the 19th time.
Yeah.
You know, like,
You have a
that's
guilty
the vibe.
pleasure movie?
That's a good question.
That's might take a little bit of thought, but
Yeah, I definitely do. I'm trying to see. I feel like I have like more. I feel like if I really thought about it, I'd probably have more guilty pleasure like TV because like I definitely like watched a lot of trash TV in my life.
For sure.
So like, if it's okay, I'll shift that answer. 'Cause
Yeah.
Like
I don't give a fuck about my questions. You can change them however you want.
That's what's good. I get to rewrite it as we go.
Yeah.
I like that. I need a producer credit.
Yeah.
But like I grew up loving Degrassi. I'm like watched that shit like all the way
With Drake?
With Drake?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I got into Drake because of Degrassi.
Wheelchair Jimmy?
Yeah, like Wheelchair Jimmy left the show, and then they started playing. What fucking song was it? I don't think it was the best I ever had video. It might have been the successful video, but they were playing it on like the N, which I guess was like T-Nick then. And like I remember just seeing Wheelchair Jimmy like in the successful video singing, and I was just like, damn, he stands, he runs, he sings. Well, I mean, he sang a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a whole thing where he was like rapping with Ashley, and she was jealous. It was a whole thing, but. You know,
I saw something where he said, "Make me a sandwich" or something. Like it was like him and this other boy. They did like a little rap, and it was like, "So shut up, bitch, and make me a sandwich." That probably wasn't the exact line, but I'm saying
that was the point. That definitely happened. I was just not remembering. That totally checks out.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, but Degrassi was like a big one. Even more recently, that show Outer Banks.
Really?
I've
You
heard
watched
about
that
Love that
shit?
shit.
Okay. I heard
Love
good
that
things.
shit. Love teen drama bullshit.
Okay, cool.
Like that's if you want to like talk like comfort, guilty pleasure, shut your brain off shit. Like that's always what it is. Like there was the fuck is it called? I think it was called Grand Army. It had one season on Netflix. Like,
Okay.
But TJ, the guitar player of Koyo, him and I were like obsessed with that show. Like, yo, this is like as good as Degrassi. This is as good as it fucking gets, dude. Like, and then it got canned. Like,
Damn.
Like all the bullshit teen drama stuff is like for whatever reason just some shit that is like, all right, like if I don't feel like gaming tonight or like hanging out with people, if I'm gonna lay in bed, that's probably what I'm gonna search for.
I respect.
I mean, I grew up with sisters, so growing up, I probably knew a little bit too much about certain things I probably shouldn't have. Like, I know a little bit about Pretty Little Liars.
Okay, nice.
But funny enough, actually, Pretty Little Liars is when I first heard The Neighborhood.
Really?
They played, I think, Robbery from that EP with the Clouds or whatever. That was in there. But Teen Wolf.
Yeah, that was our shit.
Teen Wolf?
Yeah, Teen Wolf.
Yeah, and I was trying to be Black Panther and Teen Wolf.
Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to rally for that at 10 years old. And then Glee. My sisters were big on Glee.
See, Glee I just missed. Like, and in essence, I'm probably target demographic. Like, I even did a little bit of like theater in middle school. And
oh, word.
Like,
Okay.
that was like something I got looped into just on the basis of like, oh, it's music related. Thus, let's do this,
yeah.
So it's like, I have like some type of palette for that shit. So it's like, I probably would have loved it, but I was just old enough and in mind you, still watching Degrassi. It's all.
Yeah.
I have no need to be on a high horse or anything, but like, I definitely at the time was like, yo, fuck that shit. I'm not watching that. That's like, but still watching Degrassi religiously.
It's only because they is singing.
Yeah,
You know, that made,
exactly.
and they were singing like Living on a Prayer and shit.
Dude, they're bangers, bro. They're bangers.
Yeah, they did their thing.
Yeah.
That's the other thing too, is like, I was singing too.
Yeah.
I was singing worse shit. You know, I was singing whatever the fuck for.
But did you
the 8th grade play or whatever it was.
did you ever feel like it could be possibly like maybe it's a show that's making fun of theater kids or something like that?
See, in hindsight, yes. At the time, not at all. Like that was just lost on me.
Okay.
Like completely lost on me. I was just like, yeah, I'm just not doing that.
Yeah.
Fuck that thing. But it's so funny too because Community did an episode.
Oh yeah.
Spoofing that shit. It's hilarious. One of the
Community's
best episodes of the show.
Community. I rewatched a little bit of Community recently, and literally just one of the best shows. Underrated.
That is probably my all-time favorite TV show.
Yeah.
I love Community.
Community is just funny.
It's so perfect. It is the smartest, best take on a sitcom. Like all of like Dan Harmon's like weirdness, and obviously the thing, people that like the show are just like, yeah, obviously I get it. It's a meta thing, whatever. But like all that shit brings so much charm. The actual cast dynamic has so much charm.
Nice.
It's just the best version of a sitcom. There's nothing that good.
It still holds up.
Yeah, it still holds up.
Fire.
And I even went back and like rewatched like season 4 is like the gas leak year or whatever. It's like the year that Dan Harmon got booted off the show. So it's like obviously it feels a little weird and there's some real clunker episodes, but there's like some gems in there. Like they did like a Freaky Friday episode that I think Jim Rash wrote where Troy and Abed like switch or whatever, and it's like that shit was as good as any other season where Dan was there. It's like stuff like there, even in the like worst parts of the show, like their broader cast dynamic is just so good. And even in the late seasons where they brought in other characters and people started leaving the show, like there's just worse shows with like there's worse scenarios where casts start departing from shows and it feels like this like soulless byproduct. I don't think Community ever had that problem. I think they ended strong with 5 and 6.
Yeah. It's also crazy how Chevy Chase was just playing himself.
Yeah, and unaware too.
Yeah, just
had no idea that he was just being him. Like they literally wrote like things that he did into the show. Like I forget which episode it is, but the bit where he's like hardly in the episode and he's just like he's in like a trailer and he's like, I won't leave until you bring me another trailer. Like he actually did some shit like that on the show where he was like, there was some argument or something that I forget the actual details, but something that he like wanted or
that's
needed
hilarious.
And was like, I'm not leaving my trailer until I get what I want. And then they wrote it into the show and he's like, oh, this is a funny bit. Like
that's crazy.
You're flow of your life. They're making fun of you.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. But even, Donald talking about like, he was like, yeah, no, Chevy was racist. He was like, Chevy, like, no, that we did not get along.
Yeah, I think the end of I might have the timeline and the details wrong. I mean, not that it matters. These are all really rich and famous people.
Yeah.
But with just the disclaimer that I'm not trying to spread misinformation.
Yeah.
If I recall, I think like the end of Chevy's time on the show was tangled with Chevy saying a really bad word to Donald.
Oh yeah.
So it's like.
Yeah,
he was,
Man.
And dude, also like he did this Washington Post interview from his house like years later, like probably like 2018, 2019. I read the whole thing, and he like his whole defense in the article is basically like, I'm just myself. People want me because I am who I am, and if you don't like that, fuck you. And in a weird way, I was like, damn, I kind of really respect that, but also, you fucking suck.
Yeah, no, it's like,
why am I like siding with you? Like,
there's people, you can respect it, but there's people who are themselves and people still fuck with. Like Harrison Ford is himself and people still like him.
Yeah.
You're just a dick.
Yeah, your Chase is just awful.
But I respect, that you're willing to just be a dick.
Yeah. But like there's something beautiful in life about being yourself unabashedly, never compromising on that. But there's also a lot of, especially when you're as old as him, like room to, I don't know, fucking self-reflect and not be so fucking awful. Like that is not him.
Yeah.
Like self-reflection, self-awareness, change, those are not Chevy Chase things.
Yeah.
At least from what I've got now, I fucking know.
And now National Lampoon is just plastered all over Canes.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
How interesting.
They just use National Lampoon promotion. I don't know if Canes got the licensing to that. I don't know what the fuck.
Shout out to Canes.
Shout out to Canes, bro. Shout out Canes. They opened one near my neighborhood. It's fire. Love Canes.
It's the best. It's good. I would say I've had this argument. Like I've gotten into, I'd say, all but legitimate arguments with one of the guitar players at Koyo. His name's Harold, about Canes. He's kind of a hater. And for me, it's like it's my favorite fast food. But on record, we're live, being recorded. But I could go out and say, like, in my opinion, I think In-N-Out is probably the objective best fast food. You can't deny.
My goat, bro.
You can't deny
My goat.
I can't even put like a hat. I don't even know what the term is. I can't make an opinion because I don't eat beef or pork.
Fair.
So, but from what I've seen, that shit mid as hell.
What?
Visually, sure. Like it looks like what it is. It's just some fries and a burger.
Yeah.
But it's so fresh that the taste is undeniable.
It's
like,
fire.
that's their whole thing. They sort shit more fresh than other,
Interesting
competitors and whatnot.
I've had the grilled cheese. I've had the fries. I don't like the fries.
Not a lot.
A lot of people don't like the
Yeah.
fries. I found getting them light well changes the game.
Okay,
Like,
well.
you get them light well, you get them a little warm, well done. That's like what that order is. It goes a long way for the fries. But I'm mainly there for the burger, and the burger is like top tier shit to me. Like it's so good. The shakes are so good. Like there's a lot that I love about it. But Raising Cane's is my favorite fast food.
Yup.
Like I can get off my high horse and speak with a little. I mean, it's all subjective, but I'll call it objectivity and go, yo, In-N-Out is undeniably fresh, high quality fast food that is consistent. Like it never doesn't hit.
I'm gonna have to go with Chipotle.
Respect to that.
Yeah.
See, I've had bad Chipotle before though. That's
And you
where
never had bad In-N-Out?
never once. I've never once had a time where I was like, yo, this is worse than the last time. It's always like above a certain bar. Chipotle,
Okay.
I love, dude. I'm so.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that because I've had bad Chipotle.
Yeah, it's a really bad Chipotle.
Yeah, they have good days, they have bad days.
Yeah.
Sometimes a
I'm still down.
motherfucker. Yeah, sometimes a motherfucker burns the chicken too much.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
The rice is kinda undercooked.
Sometimes
That
the
was
rice
like,
could be
yeah.
stale. Sometimes.
Dude,
I'll give you that.
sometimes you go there and they just skimp you.
Yeah.
Sometimes you go to Chipotle and they're giving you the world, dude. They
Yeah.
give you everything. And then sometimes you post up and you can just tell from the first scoop it's like, oh, it's gonna be shit.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
still paying the same price.
Yeah.
Dude, Idriys goes to Chipotle so much that everyone there knows his order. They're like,
dope.
and
Oh no! I walk in. I went during the hurricane. I was chicken burrito, please. Like when I walk in, they'll be like burrito, right? Yeah.
Gotcha.
You know, but because I built a relationship, see, this is what people don't understand. You got to build relationships with people. You gotta interact with your community. They gotta know your face. Because when I go to Chipotle now, they know my face. I interact with them. They know me. They know I'm a nice guy, so they don't skimp me.
Exactly. They'll take care of you.
The only time the people who give me like little portions or whatever, they don't know me.
Yeah, or
and I'm like,
they're new.
Yeah, they're new. I'm like, all right, you need to get to know me.
Yeah,
you know
we
what I'm
gotta get
saying?
acquainted.
So I walk up, I ask them, how's your day going? You know, what's going? What time you get in today? Oh, what time you clock out? Oh, okay, is it busy today? Nah. All right, and that whole time they're like, you know what? He treated me like a person. Here's an extra scoop of chicken.
This might as well be double meat, man.
Yeah, exactly. So you gotta invest into your people, man.
For sure.
So when you go to In-N-Out, you need to start knowing their names. You need to start.
But also, that's the other problem with In-N-Out. It's like there's so much chaos.
yeah, it's
Wild
good. Yeah.
chaos. And
Yeah.
every In-N-Out, it's like I don't even think they want.
You gotta be.
They don't want to know me.
You gotta be their peace in that case.
yeah.
You
Gotta
know?
be a moment of serenity.
Bring them flowers sometime.
Yeah.
You might get an extra patty on your shit on accident.
True,
you know?
true. A 2x2 to 3x3.
Yeah.
Goes a long way. Mm-hmm. But I put a lot of respect on just being a regular in life.
Yeah.
Being a townie, being a regular, like getting that local respect in the same way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like if I go to a coffee shop and they know me, it feels fucking good.
Yeah.
It feels really good.
Mm-hmm.
That means I put in the reps, I put in the time, I clock
Yeah.
to build those relationships.
Yeah, I force people to remember my face.
Yeah.
You know?
Real quick, have you seen Succession?
So I have a little bit.
Okay.
I've tried a million
Oh
times.
no.
Yeah,
I fucked with it. Don't get me wrong. It was
Okay.
undeniably good. I got like 6 episodes into the first season. Finally, like I tried probably 3 times to get past the first episode, and just ADD, whatever, just always something got in the way. I got 6 episodes in on Koyo's last Euro tour, like flying out. I had that many episodes downloaded, like flying to Europe. Watched them all on the flight. Was like, damn, the shit's awesome, whatever. And then just fell off because I didn't have any more episodes.
If you weren't so big, I'd fight you.
No one tested me. Damn it! But dude, it's awesome. Like I know I'm going to finish it and love it.
Okay.
It will happen.
Yeah.
I will 100% finish
It's so
it.
good, dude.
It's undeniable. I'm a respecter. I think that is like, even in my 6 episodes, Mastercraft television.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Okay, I take my.
But that's real deal. Like, I have the utmost respect for it. I just haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
So, because I asked, because I'm getting vibe you're more of a TV guy. You like to consume TV.
For sure.
Cool.
I like movies too.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, there's plenty of movies that speak to me, or
Yeah.
you know, I love, and you know, I love going to the movies.
For
That's
sure,
like
love that. Theater experience.
practice.
Yeah.
Like I love going to a theater. But TV is probably more typical, like instinctual consumption for me. Another funny one, by the way, that just came up to that previous question of like just like shot TV, like the shot shit. During COVID, I watched all 8 seasons of Vampire Diaries.
Oh my god, what the
Dude, that shit is like 45-minute episodes times 20 times 8. So
Jesus
like whatever
Christ.
that math, I think 160 episodes
Yeah.
or whatever, I watched it all. And I was deeply obsessed.
Oh, it's good.
Dude, it was awesome.
Oh,
It's awesome.
It's HBO.
It's all
isn't it?
trash, but it's awesome. No, it was what the fuck's the network? The
CW?
network.
Let me look it up. Producer, where is it? Vampire Diaries on?
Yeah.
But continue.
But it was dope. I think seasons like when Nina Dobrev leaves the show, that's obviously a huge L. And the writing got a little convoluted and flanderized and shit. Like by the end of the show, it was pretty brutal to get through. But the first couple
CW.
Oh, it says CW. Yeah.
Okay.
the first couple of seasons, I was like, I actually fuck with this so heavy. I hate that I do. Like I hate that I love this, but I did.
Gotcha.
What am I? Oh no, I think I'm thinking of True Blood.
Okay, so True Blood was, I never got into that,
Okay.
but that was the other big one. You had all these like vampire shows appear in the wake of Twilight.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, like Vampire Diaries just spoke to me. I don't know what I thought about it was.
It's
so
that
dope.
Degrassi
Like,
drama.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it literally had Nina Dobrev, who played Mia on Degrassi. I was like,
Felt like home.
yeah, real deal. And that was like one of my like childhood like celebrity crushes.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Damn, Nina Dobrev's in another show. All right, I gotta
Where is
watch
she
this shit.
at?
I don't know. Probably rich, famous things. You know, just being rich and famous.
But now that she hasn't been in anything,
yeah.
probably just famous now.
Yeah.
Actually, true.
Yeah.
True. I don't know. I mean, 6 seasons of Vampire Diaries might have been a bag. That might have set her up for
Hey, man.
indefinite chill.
Oh, if she put her investments right, then she put that shit in Bitcoin.
Yeah, exactly. Set that money in the right places. Like you can get a financial advisor.
Natural wine company called Fresh Vine Wine.
Oh yeah, she said I'm
She
not.
does fresh wine?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, get that shit.
Wait, hold on.
You gotta snatch that shit. Come on. Like,
What the hell?
I've never seen that.
yeah, what's that word said?
It's this shit about to die. What the fuck?
The phone or the camera?
The camera. Hold on a second. I can save it.
Chill out. All right, pause that. Pause. All right, Nina Dobrev does fine wine, right?
The finest of wine.
The finest of wine.
She started a wine company.
Yeah.
That was
She's never acting again.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
What is the wine called? Not to give her.
Vine.
Oh, fine vine.
Fine vine.
I've never heard of that wine. She might have to start acting again.
Yeah, you gotta get back into it.
Yeah.
The 2 dudes from who played the brothers in Vampire Diaries, also started like a whiskey line.
Oh, okay.
And, like, I think it's called some shit like Two Brothers. They lean into the fact that they played brothers on the fucking show, and like that in itself is just like, oh, like you're good.
Well,
you're rich forever.
Yeah.
I hear Kendall Jenner's tequila isn't good.
818, yeah, it's kind of mid.
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of mid.
I believe it.
Yeah. So on another
I hear the
topic,
Snoop Dogg wine good though.
the Snoop Dogg wine is good, and
Malone's wine.
Post Malone's wine, Ryan Reynolds whiskey is good. Ryan Reynolds has his own whiskey brand. It's pretty fire. Yeah. So
What
he's
is
actually-
good whiskey?
That's a.
It's all pretty painful to me.
Yeah, I'm like, what is
I
that?
take no joy in it.
What would define good whiskey?
that smoky flavor, you know, and the way it hits in there.
You would know. You down the whole Jack Daniels.
Yeah, that was the night.
Yeah.
That was the night. All right. Other things you love, I would say. Would you say you love music, Joey?
Yeah.
All right,
I'd
cool.
say so.
Fuck yeah. So you have a new album coming out?
Yes.
Would you miss it? September 29th, coming out on Pure Noise Records.
True.
The GOATs.
Yep.
You stoked? You're stoked.
100%. I'm insanely stoked.
The best Koyo to come out yet?
Without a doubt.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Undeniably. Like everything else is dope. Like I'm a believer in everything we've done so far, which is cool. Like we haven't done a shit ton of music, but we've done like 3 EPs, like enough where it's like there could be something in there where I'm like, like that's kind of shit. Like I genuinely believe in everything we've done so far, but
yeah.
this record's like 9 levels up. It's just some crazy shit.
Can you remind me who produced it?
John Markson. So he
So it is John Markson. Such Gold guy.
yeah, such gold
That's
guy.
so fire, dude.
John's the shit. He's amazing, and he plays bass in I'm the Avalanche now. Like,
Oh, okay.
and just has kind of been getting his. I feel like he's like having his moment now.
Okay.
Like in the way of like, he was just like working for years doing production, kind of in the cut, like finding successes as he went. But now it's like, it feels like he's having his moment. He's getting all this respect and like all these like publications that deal with like producers and engineers that I know nothing about. It's like I see him posting about it all the time, and just like he's just getting so many more opportunities to mix and make records for bands and stuff. And it's just like amazing to see because he is so incredible at what he does. Like I never want to make a record without John.
Wow.
Like,
is he out from Long Island? Is he in Long Island?
So he's in Allentown, Pennsylvania, but he lived in Brooklyn for a pretty long time.
Gotcha.
His parents are from Long Island, which was really funny because we went to his parents' house one day, like last summer when we were doing the record and shit, and like hung out with them, and like I kind of chopped it up about being from Long Island with them, which was cool.
Nice.
But Allentown's like probably like 45 minutes from where we recorded the record. So we were like deep in like a rural north part of Jersey, which sounds fake, but it is real. There's farms in New Jersey for anyone that doesn't know. And then like you drive 45 minutes and you're in Allentown.
So that's fire.
But John's the shit.
Yeah, so I saw in the music video for You're on the List, right? It was like, I was like, that guy's in Such Gold. And then I see a motherfucker called Frank Iero in the fucking music video from My Chemical Romance, maybe Ellis Dunes, you guys know. How'd you get Frank in the video?
Dude, that was like a complete, like, just hook up by proxy of the other judge in the video. His name is Michael Dubin.
Photographer?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Photographer and like old 90s, like Long Island hardcore guy.
Cool.
Who we're all tight with. And he's just a connected dude inevitably through like doing music shit for his entire life. And like, you know, he's tight with My Chem and tight with all these, like all like your heyday 2000s emo bands are all people he knew by proxy of like hardcore shows and shit.
Nice.
And just like was there as they all kind of came up because he was just shooting and filming the shows and like, was friends with all them. So, you know, he still obviously keeps up with My Chem and whatnot. And like Frank lives near where we shot the video and like frequents the restaurant
Fire.
we shot it at, which I don't know if I should have said that, but don't go bother him. But
I'll cut it out.
yeah. But you can just bleep that. I think that'd be good. But yeah, so he lives close by, and basically like Dubin just hit him up amongst a bunch of other people. Like he was hitting up like Tucker from Thursday, and like All 4 Years Strong was like recording with Will Putney at the time, which is close by. So he was like trying to just shooting out a bunch of lines, like, hey, we're shooting a video, come eat and hang out.
Yeah.
Frank showed up and was just down and kicked it, which was sick, and like was open to me. Not that I would, you know, like people in bands are normal people. It's not like I wouldn't expect him to let me tell him to do things, act or whatever. But it's like I got to just sit there and be like, hey, okay, now everyone do this, everyone do that, like make this face, act this way, whatever. And it's like he was just down, kicked it for a couple hours. It was really great.
Yeah, because you directed the video.
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like
directorial debut.
Yeah,
Joey Chiaramonte.
that was the debut.
Yeah.
So like Sam and Connor, who like did the Mauritius video for us too, like I don't want to understate their presence. Like Connor was like the camera op, and Sam typically directs when they do stuff.
Cool.
And Sam definitely had like a directorial presence in the video and amidst the shoot because he's done this a million times before.
Cool.
For me, this was just kind of like, all right, I guess I'm going to steer the ship, but like Sam was always someone I could lean on to help because he actually directs. Whereas I was just kind of like, I have a vision for this. We're going to do it, but I'm not the, I've never been the guy that's done that before. You know?
You had the ideas.
Yeah, exactly. And like Sam would and Connor would default to me.
Yeah.
Like for stuff and direction. And we're putting out, I'm not sure when this is ultimately going to drop, but September 7th, we're putting out the last single for the record called Nice Pill.
Nice.
And that video we did before you're on the list.
Okay.
If I remember right, I think. Yeah, we definitely did because Eric Richter, who did that video and the other, like the live video we put out for Anthem, Eric is like a really inspiring, dope, talented dude.
Love that.
And he was, I guess just through talking about everything, like I made him aware that I was going to have like some type of directorial contribution to the You're on the List video. And he's like, okay, like, you're going to essentially just shadow me and we're going to boot camp you so you do the best job you possibly can when you do that next one.
Cool.
So like Eric kind of like got my feet wet. Like Eric 100% directed Life's a Pill. Like I don't want to take that away from him. That was his effort. But he just like, he's like, how's this shot look? What do you think of this? Do you think this sucks? Do you think this is awesome? Like whatever, like getting me super involved to like, you know, kind of boot camp me and being able to make calls like that, which is fucking cool. Like I appreciate Eric so much for doing that. He's a legend. Eric Richter is like god tier dude in that space as far as like music videos and like hardcore metal. And that's also why I liked him doing our video too, is he mostly does metal bands, like doesn't do a lot of like more like emo stuff and whatever. So it was like cool to have his take on like a band like ours.
Yeah. Idriys loves hardcore, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's your hardcore band? Your favorite hardcore band? You know it. I know it.
Turnstile.
Yeah.
Undeniable band.
Yeah.
I did a month-long tour with them a couple years ago.
Let's go.
Yeah. I know a lot about Turnstile.
Yeah, I know a lot about them.
No,
Okay, you don't need to.
I knew.
But they're dope. That band's awesome.
I knew Turnstile was like about to come up and be crazy. Is the second one I showed. It was when Time and Space came out, and then it was him and Louise, and I showed them Generator, one of the singles, and they were like, "This fucks," and I was like, "Yo, there's something here, bro. There's something here."
Dude, it's so crazy because like I was, and not that this is some type of weird thing, because like people just talk about stuff in this way, and I think it's shot, but like genuinely, like I was just seeing them playing hardcore shows as a teenager, you know, like just seeing the band doing what it was at the time. It was like a TUI side project, you know, it was just a smaller effort, and to see what essentially like a decade has done for that band is like beautiful.
It's something crazy. Yeah.
It's so insane. It's just cool to see. It's like inspiring to see like, you know, go from VFWs to like legit rock stars.
Yeah, dude.
Not that every band aspires to do that or even potentially should, but that's like a case of it's like this, they did that with so much grace.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's it's a complicated thing. Like when you're coming from like a hardcore or like DIY music background to do that, like there's ways it can be shot, and it was just never shot for them. It was always cool and inspiring.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, Koyo up next, baby. Let's fucking go. Koyo up next. Do you have, while recording the album, any favorite moments in the studio? Any memorable times while recording
That's a good
this
question.
new record?
I mean, it's so funny because like the days were like, John's process is so like fragmented in the way of like, it's not hard sectioned, okay, drums now, then guitar, and it's like, okay, like we're gonna do a little bit of guitar today, a little bit of singing. So like I was just like like the entire time we were there, I was doing stuff, which I think some production process would differ, where it's like, okay, like now the album's done, now the singer's gonna do his thing. So I was working on songs and writing lyrics and writing melodies like the entire time we were doing the record. But I think my favorite moments were just like the little mundane shit, just kind of living in this town in Jersey that like
Nice.
I didn't like, obviously like it's a very quiet place, like very peaceful place. There's this it's right on the border of Pennsylvania, so like there's this really quiet town I would just go get coffee in and, you know, post up with my phone and just work on lyrics, like all the little mundane shit, just like kind of living in a place that I don't actually live at. Like that stuff was really special to me. I would say.
Real quick, I just want to I want to talk about how y'all popped off. Right, so Koyo has been a band since 2020. Is that safe to say? That was your first release?
We started writing in 2019.
2019.
Summer, we established 2020. I'd say that's like canon because that's when we put out music.
Yeah.
We played our first show January 2020 with no music out right before COVID.
Right before COVID, yep.
But like we started, me and TJ really started getting together, like working on the first stuff, like the end of summer 2019. So that fall was just like, I had one Vane tour that I did for a month, and aside from that, it was like, okay, we're just gonna write and record Koyo and this other band we did called Soul Provider, and
Gotcha.
like more of a standard hardcore band.
Cool. So 20, and then COVID hit, and then y'all couldn't do shows, and then y'all started playing shows again in 2021. Okay.
Like our record release shows were August of 2021. And that was our second and third show, respectively.
So I think it was those shows. So the reason why I was put on Koyo is because of Twitter. And there's like few bands I blame Twitter, like Tsunami, that the viral video of Tsunami. If you're not from the Bay, you're a bitch. That it was that moment, and then Koyo, but yours was different. Koyo was more like, yo, if you're not listening to Koyo, you're sleeping on Koyo. And then I was just like, who the fuck is this Koyo band? I checked Koyo, I was like, this is tight. And then literally like a month later, I texted Cahill, and I was like, yo, you've heard Koyo? They're going crazy. He's like, yeah, we signed them. Like, it was fucking crazy. Like, just like literally just you guys just had like the online hype, and then and it, Twitter was loving you guys, dude.
Dude, it's a real trip in itself that it all unfolded the way it did, because we'd all done other bands for so long and like toured so much, and like I was just of the expectation that I would just like slow down playing in bands and just kind of focus on like being like a TM or a merch dude.
All right. I don't know, Idriys, you're funding this. We're back.
What were we talking about?
We're talking about how Koyo popped off on Twitter.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Yeah, thank God for Twitter.
Thank God for Twitter.
Thank God for Twitter, but Twitter may get some of that.
Yeah.
Twitter also may get some of us in trouble.
Also true.
Like how it's gonna get you in trouble, Joey. Because we have a new segment on the Nerdhour podcast.
We nervous.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
We have a new segment on the podcast called Gotcha, Bitch.
Confidential. All right, let's see it.
So we have I did some research on you, Joey. Did some creeping. We're gonna pull out some things.
Is that a handwritten confidential, or is that a stamp? A really, really big stamp?
No, it was we had my partner.
I think
Respects. Very nice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna pull out some things, some screenshots I have.
Fire away.
All right, Joey. This is the first one I have. This is from 2015. There's a little thread I had.
Very nice.
I'm gonna read out to the court.
Fire away, please.
I'm gonna read out to the court.
Okay.
All right. Yesterday, I had Seaport and Cherry Valley. That's from Nassau to Suffolk shit. That is the tweet.
Nassau to Suffolk.
Okay, whatever that is.
Yeah. Counties.
Right. This is not gonna get you in trouble though.
Right.
So we have a reply from Gratz Common.
Awesome.
Okay? He goes, at Joey Chiaramonte, you spoiled Star Wars for me. 2, I hope your chicken cutlets were soggy and bland. Why'd you spoil Star Wars?
That's a great question.
Back in 2015.
Back in 2015.
But Star Wars.
I think 2015, that might have been The Force Awakens.
Yes, it was.
That we chase.
Oh yeah, that was the Han Solo one.
Real quick, but let's just see your reply to the...
Oh, yeah, please.
More. Reply.
There's one more in the thread.
You replied, 1, should have saw it Night of like a true fan.
True.
2, the internet is a minefield of spoilers. You just happen to see mine, bitch. Okay, out of the bitch. Yeah, that was your reply.
It's true.
What's your defense in this?
Well, I have no defense. At that time, it's pretty awesome. Printed in black and white, they could have threw 10 more cents.
You didn't have color?
But I have no real defense. Do I think that's something that anyone should actively do? No. But at the time, that particular spoiler, like a friend of mine, his name is Lumpy, and he doesn't give a fuck about Star Wars or anything like this. Okay. And if this is a real deep cut, but he got big into just going, Han Solo dies killed by son. And he just started responding to people like it could be some big thread on Twitter about something unrelated, and he just started responding. And I think amongst some of my friends, it just became a bit to say the spoiler aloud. And Grotto was sleeping, so Grotto got fucked.
He got fucked.
And, you know.
No, so you know Grotto.
I do. I do know Grotto.
So Grotto is
actually one of my best friends.
Oh, okay.
In fact, which just do that.
How did y'all hash this out?
That's a good question. I don't really remember. I'm sure
He's still holding this grudge?
he very well might be. He might see this at some point and, you know, it'll reignite the flame.
Okay.
But knowing how I, at that point in my life, handled scenarios like this, I probably just said something to the effect of, like, what I said there, plus fuck you.
Okay, well,
very mature response.
I'm not mad at this because, one, you were right. You should have saw it like a true fan, 100%.
Yeah.
And then two,
Wait, how long after the release was
What's this in the date?
Yeah.
That's
December 19th.
12, 19, that shit's been out.
yeah. Well,
It came out in December, didn't it?
Yeah, like a day since the movie came out.
Actually, like a week, if I had to guess.
Okay, but a week, that's not bad. Because I...
October 18th, so it was the day after.
Oh, shit.
Never mind.
That was crazy.
This is a felony offense.
God, it's crazy.
Well, I'm not mad at that at all because when Spider-Man No Way Home came out, and I don't know, spoiler alert, when the Toby and Andrew came out, after that weekend, it was that weekend, we watched it, like on Thursday? We for sure watched it Thursday opening.
Right.
And I was like, all right, if motherfuckers are like real ones are gonna watch this, I think I tweeted a picture of them all hugging. No, like on Instagram, like that Sunday. So, and the motherfuckers replied to me, they're like, you spoiled it. I was just like,
Because motherfuckers got work.
okay.
They can't go as soon as we get.
Grotto didn't have work at that time.
Now,
to be fair.
Grotto could just be a lazy motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He probably just didn't want to get up and go see it. Which, that's you know, but everybody knows once a big movie comes out, get your ass off Twitter.
That is true. That is true.
And I'm just part of the
Because
problem.
there's Joey's.
You know, I was just being like,
Tell you Han Solo got killed by his son.
So we have more, Joey.
fire away. What else he got?
Now he got the temperature with this one. He's more comfortable.
We have more. This one is actually this is you're a real cinephile, Joey. And I see from here from this thread. So you've been doing this is 2018.
2018.
You're doing a friend group movie night. Love to see it
Regularly.
every Monday for the last 2 weeks.
It's true.
These are your reviews thus far. I love this. All right. Actually, no. You reviewed 3 movies from this tweet. Mm-hmm. One's questionable. All right, let's get into it. The Descent.
Mid, from what I recall.
Yes. You said I.
Yeah, definitely I.
No. The Descent is a classic. Have you seen The Descent?
With George Clooney?
No, it's the horror movie one, right?
Yeah.
The one that's like about girls and they go in a hole and they fight little like troll things.
See? Spoiler.
What?
It's good, dude. Have you never seen The Descent?
No, I've never heard of this movie.
And you thought it was I?
The Descendants was George Clooney.
Yes. But it's The Descent.
Descent, I thought was, and there's a second one. I didn't even know that until
That
fairly
one's
recently.
trash. That one's
I'm sure it is.
Yeah. But
But I thought it was just fine.
Interesting.
I thought it was kind of snooze, truthfully.
Really? This shit was crazy,
Wasn't
bro.
my shit. Wasn't my shit at all.
Claustrophobic people do not watch that movie.
For
It's
sure.
like filmed in like super in a cave, dude.
But also, just disclaimer, something being aight is all right. I know we disagree on the status of this, but people get too lost in calling shit okay and mid. It's okay for something to just be okay.
Because if I sleep with a girl and I go back to my homies and they say, how was it? I go, it was all right. Like,
I could be aight. I could be aight.
but it's the tone of how you, it is all right, but it's all right.
Yeah.
It was all right.
Okay.
Like,
So what was, it was all right.
right. It's fine.
It was like, yeah.
was like a 5 out of 10.
Bumping and moving.
I won't watch it again, but it's fine.
It was like, it did its job in a moment. That's
Yeah,
what it said.
there's things I liked about it.
Okay.
There's like,
But there was just a lot of things you didn't.
or just more than like didn't like was just impartial too. Didn't strike me. Wasn't inspired. You know.
That shit was scary. I love it. All right, here's another one. The Room with Brie Larson. You remember when you Room?
Oh, okay. So there's the Room with Tommy Wiseau.
Oh,
and then
no,
there's-
sorry, okay.
Then there's Room. Room was
Room
fucking
is
crazy.
amazing.
Yeah, both are lit, but radically different vibes.
Yes.
Like Room was like, damn, this is like fucking heavy, but like,
Heavy.
really
Have you seen
heavy.
Room? With Brie Larson? It's really good.
It was really, really good.
You gave it incredible. Which it is.
Incredible is a good word for that.
Yeah.
I would definitely call that incredible.
Incredible word.
Incredible.
It's It's incredible.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
You've never seen The Room? Or sorry, Room with Brie Larson.
No, what is it? Should I know what it's about before watching?
It's honestly pretty fucked up.
It's really heavy. It's like about a girl who gets abducted, and then this guy puts her like in a shed for like years.
She's the girl?
Brie Larson's a girl. She gets R-worded and then has this child, and like it's crazy. It's dark. It's heavy.
It's dark
It's
as fuck.
incredible?
Dude, it's
It's
like
heavy.
it's heavy, but it's incredible.
Yeah, it's really good.
Like it's a heavy watch for all the aforementioned reasons, but it's just like an
You
unbelievable
got a good vocabulary. I want
Yeah.
you to know that.
I appreciate it.
Smart
I
man.
appreciate it.
You've been
I'm
saying-
thinking not, dude.
Oh,
Yeah, that the source. I read that before we did this.
You've been talking, and I'm just like, man, the way either this motherfucker's so media trained or he just know how to put words together.
I
just
appreciate
believe
that.
you know how to put words together.
I'm inclined to think it's more that than anything because I'm stupid as fuck. I just got mad words.
Yeah.
Mad words up in there.
So then we have another one. I haven't seen this one. I have to look this one up actually. I don't know if you've seen this one. Shot caller.
Oh God, dude, I can't even believe that this is coming up. Like that is a meme amongst my friend group.
Okay.
Because
What is shot caller?
it's just like a shitty action movie.
Okay. It's Shane's in it.
Oh,
John Berthal.
yeah.
John Berthal's in it, right? I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember, man. I don't remember anything. It sucked, dude.
Okay.
Like so, Shot Caller was like it became a meme amongst my friend group because my friend Bene, who would host these movie nights at his apartment, he would often recommend action movies like this or just recommend whatever movies in general. And it was like a thing that they were always like, it's tight. It's just tight. He's always, but he'd always come to us like, yo, I got a 10 for you. I got like a real deal fucking hit. I got a perfect movie. Because he'd watch all these movies he'd suggest to us first, at least most of the time. So he'd bring it to us having already developed an opinion like, yo, you guys are going to love this. This is going to be the shit. You're going to be so psyched. And every time it was like, it's tight. And Shot Caller was even worse. Shot Caller, like, I don't know what I said there, but retrospectively, it's like, damn, that was a piece of trash.
Okay, well, you're giving it more You said fine.
Fine.
Yeah, I probably fine at the time. Dude, it's like, spoiler alert, but like the end of the movie, the guy ends up in prison, and there's this like lame ass, like, I'm the shot caller now line that ends the movie.
That's the name of the movie.
Yeah, it's like, oh, there it is. It's like, oh, he's the shot caller. Now he's like running crime from prison. Whoa, like it sucked. That shit sucked dick.
No. When the writer wrote that shit, he said,
I did that.
oh, look at his friends have read it. That line right there?
That made the 2 hours worth it.
Yeah. I didn't know where you were going until that last line.
Yeah. Thank God for that movie.
You added another bonus movie. All right, just finally saw Hereditary, and that was abusive.
Yeah, abusive is a good word.
It's a good one.
I mean that positively.
Yeah.
Like it was positive.
Take a look.
abuse. Yeah. Throw that. Yeah. It was for sure abusive.
Looks like.
Yeah, might be. Perhaps is.
But yeah, Hereditary is a classic.
I love it. There's a lot of haters in this world. As with anything, massive, it's anything huge is divisive. There's some people that will be down, some that won't. I'm down. Hereditary's awesome.
A movie that's abusive, probably in a different way, but still Ari Aster. I watched Bo is Afraid.
Oh, okay.
And
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
that is 3 hours of what the fuck.
I heard that though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard similar deal. Like obviously in a different sense, but it's like some movies are just abusive to get there. Like you might have the best time, it might be the best watch, but you're like that was like emotionally exhausting.
Yeah, man. All right, we're keeping on going. We have another one.
Yeah. See that?
I mean, let me do
You want to do this?
Yeah.
All right, you kind of. All right. You already brought this one up, but I want to get more. I was surprised you said it.
Go a
Because
little
I was going to ask
deeper.
you. Yeah.
You said something.
I did.
We have yet to know how we feel about what you said. You said 3 words.
Yeah. Could you? Yeah. Okay.
Do you know what those 3 words are?
I don't know.
Are you scared right now?
I'm curious.
Are you nervous? Are you single? Have you heard?
I
Okay.
heard you fucking.
It got 50. Yeah. See, you know.
Yeah.
It has 59 likes on it.
Damn. All right, that shit went off. All right.
Yeah. So do you feel like the people who agreed with you are of good faith, or they agreed with you because you said something bad?
Well, to be fair, no one on Twitter is of good faith. It's a wasteland, so probably not.
Okay. I'm not gonna scare you anymore. I don't know why this is in this file, but hey, you said I'm grateful for Superbad.
Yeah.
I mean by that.
I mean that it's the best ever.
Exactly.
That's what I mean.
Because my question was, is Superbad the best comedy?
Recite the whole script right now.
I wish I had that savant ability, because if I could, I would. But dude, like,
You love Superbad.
I think it's gold standard comedy for its era.
Yeah.
I think it doesn't get funnier than that. I think it's like perfect time and place. Like that cast accounted for like that moment in all their respective careers. I think that's just it.
But my the best thing about it is the reply of someone saying, like the movie? Like, what else would they do? Like the
What
movie?
did that even mean?
With multiple question marks. Like, they were very concerned if you meant like the movie.
No response from me, and I promise that was intentional.
Yeah, you know.
Was that
When was it?
This was
2022?
2020? Yeah.
Okay.
That's recent.
Was that when you showed your dad?
It might have been the same night I showed my dad Superbad for the first time.
That's nice.
I sat him down and was like, Dad, you need to watch this movie. My dad has this thing where he's like, he watches movies on repeat. Like, I could see him watching Goodfellas, like, literally, like, twice a night, every night when he's going to bed. But pull that stuff out. All you gotta know is my dad's a repeat movie watcher. He doesn't watch modern movies. He watched Superbad and was fine.
Just do the first one. Do the first one. Yeah. See, get the vibe of it. Why I brought that out?
Okay.
It's top 4.
Okay.
It's
I
top.
think I know where this is going. If it's 4 involving pictures.
Yeah. You picked 4 things that you said, I guess you're in favor of.
Sure.
Now,
I favor some things.
this could be controversial between 2 other people aside from me on this couch. Now, let's get into it.
Run it.
You said so hard to pick 4, but these are the ones. You know which ones you picked.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, let's go.
Yeah, it's all the memory. Go ahead.
What do you?
Is it remind me of the context of the setup here?
I'm giving. First one is Pokemon Game Boy.
All right, so that's probably my 4 all-timer influential games.
Yup.
Like probably like Pokemon Silver,
Yup.
probably World of Warcraft,
Yup.
probably Oblivion,
Yeah,
and
get it.
what else is left there?
Hit it.
Trying to think. That's hard. Maybe like Star Fox Adventures.
Star Fox 64.
That's fair. That would make sense.
Oh, okay.
You can pull out the second one.
Star Fox as a franchise. I'm a lover.
Then you got honorable mentions: Paper Mario, 1,000-Year Door.
Okay.
And then I don't know.
That's Star Fox Adventures.
Yeah.
All right. Because don't get me wrong, 64 is like a all-timer compared to Adventures. Adventures cult.
The second one is the reply. And then you have.
Then you have Pokemon Ruby.
Baby.
Yeah, Gen 3 is goated.
Yeah,
it's
dude.
goated.
And then you got Halo.
Probably Halo 3. Because that was
Probably.
Halo 3. I love the game dearly. I love the Halo franchise. But I am not going to blow smoke and act like I'm like one of those kids that was like goated at Halo. I sucked at Halo. Really bad at it. Just admire the franchise.
But Halo is good.
And Halo's dope as fuck. 100%.
David has some words for you.
Not David. Anything with David.
David said, dude, I guess never mind. He did. I guess this ain't at you. He just said he's struggling, but Star Fox 64 is his too.
Damn. That's what's good.
Damn, that was such a giggle. That was a giggle if I ever heard something.
That was a real deal giggle.
Holy shit. All right, you passed the test, bro. You passed you are safe today. Just had some questions for you, Joey.
Yeah. Respect.
Yeah.
So deep. Also, my Twitter's fairly barren. So you went through my couple of things that I've said.
I did.
I don't believe in posting on
We need
the
to
internet.
find the burner account. We need to find the burner account.
Yeah.
The burner. It's always the burner. So we're gonna segue into. So we had dinner this past week, and I learned something I just didn't know that you were into. I'm very intrigued. I want to get a little bit into it. You're into cards
For sure.
You're into cards, and you would say you would do Yu-Gi-Oh and Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. So at least in recent times, like
Okay, cool.
Like Yu-Gi-Oh's kind of always been like a forever game for me, but I've fallen on and off. Like right now, I'm not on the horse. Just in the interest of transparency and making sure I'm not posing right now.
Yeah.
But Yu-Gi-Oh was like a big one for me. And I don't mean that in like whenever you bring up games like that, everyone's like, oh yeah, I went to a Toys R Us tournament and played fucking Yu-Gi-Oh when it came out. Like, I'm not talking about that shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like, nah, I'm not talking about fucking Yu-Gi-Oh, the anime that we all watched on Cartoon
I was
Network.
gonna say, did you watch Yu-Gi-Oh?
Of course I did. Yeah, it was dope. But I'm just saying, like, me and Spanos from the band, we're a real deal about it. Like, Spanos was like really fucking good at card games and really good at Dragon Ball Super and like top 32, like a Connecticut like 300-person tournament, and was like a top player in America and sponsored. Like, we're really about our shit.
Yeah.
You know, like when you bring up Yu-Gi-Oh, everyone's like, oh man, Blue Eyes White Dragon's probably such a good card. Or whatever. It's like, it's not. I mean, there actually were times where there were lit decks with it in other ways, in modern sense. But like, we were a real deal about our shit. We were like, even at a young age, like 2008, 2009, going playing tournaments at our locals and like getting to know all the people that like played in our card shop and shit, and like kind of like got in with like the, you know, less neckbeardy crowd, because you know, like inevitably we're talking trading card games. This is a pretty brutal demographic. I'm gonna be honest. There's a lot of hard people to be around at card shops. By calling a spade, it's difficult to be around some of these people.
Yeah.
But we kind of always floated to the, especially Spanos, like he's like the real, like the one of the two of us that like has some like clout in that world.
Yeah.
And definitely like just always like floated us to cool people. Like even like when I would like try and get, like Spanos has definitely been back on the Yu-Gi-Oh horse. He's been playing locals like every week and shit. Like every time I try and get on, it's like the people he's chilling with currently are like, they're just cool, normal people. Like that's the problem with card games. They attract so many abysmal individuals. It's a brutal like thing to love.
He's one of those individuals.
I am one of those individuals.
The brutal individual in question.
I am one of those individuals, and I've been going to my local card shop these past 2 weeks, dropping some bags, Joe. Dropping some bags, seeing those individuals.
Making some bad investments.
Making some bad investments.
Yeah.
You know what? You segued us perfectly, Idriys, because this is going to be our prelude.
Talking about your gambling problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is going to be our prelude to next week's episode. Okay, so I do have this for us. So we right now are going to open up 4 packs of Silver Tempest. Okay,
These are lottery tickets.
These are lottery tickets. So this is a prelude to next week's episode, because there is a box sitting over there of Silver Tempest that we are going to open on the podcast. So, but today, want to test it out. I don't know if you're into Pokemon.
Not as much as other card games,
But
still respect
we may pull some shit. We are going for this pack that right now, going for raw, $200 is the Lugia Alt Art card. So we pull that bitch, right? You know what?
That's a layup.
We're going so crazy. I've even brought us top cards and sleeves.
Yep, just in case.
Just in case we
money.
pull some money, okay? I'm going to let you guys choose your fate.
He gets first.
Joe, you pick first.
See what's on these covers.
So we got a Regidrago, Regieleki, Lugia, and a Lowland.
All right. If we want the Lugia, I'm gonna take the Lugia pack.
Okay.
All right. Which was the worst Pokemon on there?
That was one.
Yeah.
Because this is what I'm thinking.
Right.
They want you to pick
reverse psychology.
Yeah. I'm gonna pick the little
Madison, you get a producer, you get over one too.
People used to weigh packs. That's I think enlarged a thing of the past. But like if you wanted to pull some good shit, like when the Yu-Gi-Oh Ultimate Rares were heavier in print, people used to just go up to boxes and like weigh them and just rip expensive cards.
So we're gonna crack this open.
Weigh the shit.
Oh, we're doing it at the same time, or we're doing one?
So but they're also, do not look through the cards yet, because there's a card trick. Is there a card trick in Yu-Gi-Oh?
In terms of just like sifting through them.
Yeah. Yeah, this is very hard to
See, I don't remember with the current pass, because when I do play, I usually just buy singles.
Yo, full the attack.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, can you open this?
Got a little rip in there.
All right, that's nice. Thank you. So do not look through. I'm just opening it. Do not look through the cards. Let's flip it to the back. Flip to the back. So we have this right here, right now.
No,
I'm gonna take you guys to the
out this.
Do your thing.
Add one more. There we go.
Okay.
All right, so to the back, straight to the back. Right, Madison, straight to the back. Throw QR code. Scan that. Fuck you. Throw that away.
Don't need that.
Don't need that. So we're gonna get 4 cards from the back. 1, 2, 3, 4.
4.
Put them up front.
Put them up front.
Put them up front. All right. So keep that shit tight. I usually we go up. You know, don't tease yourself.
Is our 4th card supposed?
No, this is mine. This is fine. It's a bookmark thing.
Okay.
You ready? So let's pull, guys.
Wait. Why is yours facing that way?
No, we turn around. Turn around. Turn around.
I was gonna say, I saw the bookmark. I was like, are we flipping these? All right, just purple
Energy.
Okay, cool. Nothing cool about that.
All right.
Clang. I got a Dujian.
I got a 9-tails.
You got a 9-tail?
Fire. 9-tails is all time. That's gas. Emergency jelly.
Nice. I have a little energy.
I got a honk crow.
Nice.
Okay.
I don't know how to say this one. Araquanid?
Araquanid?
Yeah.
Litten.
I got a hypno.
Pikachu. Classic. Age old.
That's a little.
A lot of classics in here. We got a Growlithe as well.
Clink.
2 Clinks. If I wanted to play a basic deck, I'm ripping Clinks right now. Good shit.
I could tell I lost this lottery. Already.
Yeah, I got Leon shit, guys.
Rotom.
Whalmer.
Another. Oh no.
Yeah.
Murkrow. I got a
Dratini.
Oh, I got 2.
Oh! Is this bread?
Yo, Joey got bread, bro.
How much is this worth?
I don't know, but that's a full art trainer card. Dredagon. I think you have something. And an Arcanine V, bro.
Right.
So we both are bread. Reverse psychology. Joey.
I went for the Lugia pack and I pulled the bread. There you fucking go.
All
Alright, pull up TCG player. I need to know how much these are worth.
What the fuck? That's crazy. Okay. You gotta sleeve these bitches?
Yeah, let's take care of these.
What about me? What about me?
Ain't no bread in there.
Sleeve these up, Joey.
Wow.
Holy shit. You hit 2 hits in a pack.
That's crazy.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm
I'm gonna take this one. Joey, you can keep that one. I'm gonna take this one. This one.
I'll see you guys later.
That is crazy, bro.
Joey's the first person to make some money off this podcast.
Yeah. God. You don't know how bad I needed that.
That was crazy. 2 hits in a fucking pack, dude.
Yeah.
Joey got the magic.
Mm-hmm.
That's fire.
That's years of bad gambling luck paying off with some karma.
So Joey pulled a Kasuan Arcanine V, and then not full art, but a trainer art
This
gallery.
is fucking gas too. Dope version
thought I
of
was
it.
gonna hit.
No, the logic was there. Believe me. Like that's totally.
I think I got the worst pack, dude.
No, I got a pretty bad pack too. I got a dud for sure.
You want these?
How much is that? $1?
34 cents.
No
What?
way.
Oh, are you looking at the full art? You might not be looking at the right thing.
Okay, yeah, that is
Shit.
34
Well, no bread.
cents? And you still made more than us ever on this podcast.
I'll still clarify. Yeah.
All right, yeah, we're price checking. 34 cents, man.
I was gonna say because full arts and like hollows, like there's different versions.
no boo on you?
No boo on you.
Yeah, yo, you trying to eat?
Yeah.
Well, first you gotta sell these shits.
Yeah, that's fire. Let's check
It
that
is
one
dope.
out. With a Dredagon, that's cool art, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
I fuck with it.
Even the commons and this shit, like the Dratini and shit's cool. Pokemon's cool. I just never got down with the game.
Yeah, I mean, like it's like.
It used to be made by Wizards of the Coast. There was a
Really?
Pokemon and Magic were being produced by the same company.
Oh yeah,
And
I
Pokemon
hear that.
were wrong.
Wizards of the Coast like error cards.
Yeah,
Oh.
they're worth more because obviously just time is a factor, but
Yeah,
also
yeah,
it's just rare that they were done by Wizards. You know,
Here, Core. Take these.
Oh, you mad?
Yeah, I'm mad.
All right, well we're opening up a box next week, bro.
that is lit.
25 cents.
Oh, I thought you were about to say
Wow,
Donald.
how could these be worth so little?
The V's are kind of not they're kind of common, but the arts are kind of harder to pull. I'm surprised. I mean, that one's just fine. I think it's really cool art though.
Yeah, either way they're dope.
Yeah, 100%.
But damn, who would have thought these were worth nothing?
Yeah.
They look pretty dope. But
Back in 1940, that would have got you.
I would have copped lunch for everybody,
Yeah.
at the very least.
That was awesome, dude. Good shit, Joey.
Dude, at least they look cool.
Yeah, they look cool as fuck. I'm surprised. I'm surprised we got hits. Like we got 4 random bags.
Yeah, straight up.
Let's go.
You gotta break into a box and make mad money next week.
Yeah, you about it, Idriys? You like that rush?
I like gambling.
Look, when I was 13, I ripped a pack of Duelist Revolution in Yu-Gi-Oh! And at the time, there was a card called Pot of Duality that I think at the time I ripped one would go for like 180 each. Most decks played 3. And I literally ran around the card shop screaming because I bought 4 random packs and pulled an $180 card, which for a 13-year-old is like, like $1,000 scratch off. It's like crazy, Like $180 at 13 is like, I could buy whatever I want.
Yeah.
I got the world in my hands, so that was pretty huge. But games are expensive.
Games are expensive. I have learned my lesson these past few weeks.
It's pain.
It is pain. All right, guys. I think we're gonna cap it off at this. We have new segments on the podcast. The confidential folder will make a return.
You got to keep that same one. Keep respect the
Of
art.
course. We're gonna return. Thank you. Joey, thank you so much for coming on the podcast. You gonna keep those as well, souvenir. You gonna keep these cards too, bro. These are your dubs.
Just watch. I'm gonna look at TCG player, and these shit gonna be worth bad money. Like, I promise. I'm gonna fact check these and find out. Thank you.
Of course, bro. The camera is yours. You have anything to plug?
Yeah, I'm moving out right now. This is your place too. You can have it.
I appreciate that. Just for doing the pod, damn.
Yeah, just you win a whole place.
That's all I can ask for, because I don't have a whole plate. But, all right, if I got to plug anything, it's that Koyo's dropping a new record September 29th, like we talked about. Would you miss it? Literally the most important things that anyone could do is, obviously, aside from listening, pre-order a fucking record and go to a show when we play, because those things matter. So many people consume music, but then don't go see it. I need you to go see it. That matters a lot to my life. If I could ask any one thing of anyone. I run a record label called 51st State Records. I just put out tiny hardcore bands from Long Island. I do tapes. But, like, if you want to support me, go buy a tape. Because you might not care or know the band, but one, you might find some dope shit that you think's sick, that you didn't know existed prior. And two, if you buy a tape, it directly supports me, which is cool because I spend money to put these things out and need to recoup it. So those are the two things. Go listen to the fucking Koyo record, pre-order it, whatever. And support my new label endeavors if you fuck with me.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
All right, guys. We'll see you next episode.
All right, everybody.
Deuces.